Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Excuse me, not the best way to start off a live broadcast. Sorry about that. 2 shakes. Get a cup of water. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to November Cursive Writing Month. I am your host, Miss Marilyn Darling. Hello! How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? So, we have a whole new month ahead of us. Are you guys excited about what's to come? I hope you are, because I've got a lot to teach, and we have lots of time. So, let's get started. Reminders. If you participated in the birthday giveaway and your name is circled right here, Scott on PJ, she already picked out her pen. She got the pink pen. Jolynn got her pen. She got the gray pen. And Erin, let's see, and Kathy got the red pen. So if your name is on the list and you still want a fountain pen, all you have to do is send me your address and I will send you the prize. So, lives will be at 2 p.m. Pacific till further notice. And, let's look at the calendar to see if there's anything going on. Let's just do a little bit of adjustment here. Okay. Computer's looking a little warm. So, alright, let's check out the schedule. Mary's on at 3. I have to go to the Walmart tomorrow. And then the 3rd is rent day. And then my friend's birthday. And then, okay, so here's where we're at. Nothing really going on today. Okay, and we have a whole new calendar spread, well, a whole new tracker spread. I wanted to take a look at last month's tracker spread. Gonna change some things around. Instead of doing my blood pressure every day, which doesn't need to be done every day. I mean, it's under control right now, so maybe once a week we'll do the blood pressure. We'll do like maybe every Monday we'll do blood pressure. So, and then I did move some things around, got rid of things, combined some things, so that's cool. That's what the blood pressure looked like last month. So it was kind of all over the place, but hopefully with a little bit of diet control, now that we're back to eating healthy, things will go back to normal. So that can go away. And these will be the new blood pressure monitoring. Oops, no. These, no. Yes, this will be the new blood pressure monitoring. All right. Good. So, before we even get started with the cursive writing class, I want you guys to think about some questions that you might have for a new pen user, for a new fountain pen user. One other reminder, you have until Wednesday to pick up your fountain pens. Wednesday, I forgot to change the calendar. Wednesday. I forgot that we changed the calendar yesterday. Oh, cute little kitty. Okay, so the 4th. Wednesday the 4th. And then it will go to the backups. So if your name is circled on the list, contact me, get your fountain pen. Cool? Okay, so be thinking about questions that you might want to ask about fountain pens or pencils or ink or any of those questions. But those are the comment section below. Alright. All you're going to need right now is a composition book, a pencil, and that is where we are for right now. So all you need is a composition book and some pencil, and we will hop to our first lesson in how to cursive write. So we are taking some inspiration from a book called where is it? Oh, for God's sake, I can never seem to find it. Oh, here it is. It's The Business Educator Lesson 1 in Plain Professional Penmanship. Oh dear, that's not the one. Sorry. Oh, fix sakes. Oh, this is a very poor start to the video. I am so sorry. I had the page up and then my computer crashed, so everything went out the window. Okay, here it is. It's called The Theory of Spencerian Penmanship. Now, the things that you need to learn about cursive writing is it's one of the precursors to Spencerian script. Okay, so you'll take out a blank page. I'm going to use this side. Don't pay any attention to this side. We'll just put that there. How's that? Okay. Make sure that you have some sort of support underneath your book. Now, how you hold your pen is very important. We're going to come in here and I'm going to show you how to hold your pen. You're going to hold your pen loosely with sort of a triangular grip. Don't get all crazy with the foregrip or, you know, this weird, crazy grip. Just rest your pen on your middle finger and hold the top and the side with your thumb. Okay, it should rest at about 45 degrees. How do you know it's 45 degrees, you ask? If you hold your pen in the middle of a square, it should go from corner to corner. Okay, might be a little taller than that. There. So it should rest at about 45 degrees. Okay. Nothing crazy. Nothing extravagant. Okay. There's several different motions that we're going to practice. And they are the left curve, the right curve, the straight line, the overturn, the underturn, the oval, the comma dot, the the K stroke, the S stroke, P stroke, and I think that's it. So I think that, okay, so with most of these, we can do most of the letters of the alphabet. So these are going to become very important in determining where you enter and exit a letter is also going to become very important. So sometimes you'll only come up halfway. Sometimes you'll come up the entire way. I'll bugger off. So, we're going to go through the basic alphabet of how to write in cursive. Okay, so if you have a wide ruled line, this is college ruled paper. If you're using college ruled paper, use 2 lines for 1 space for right now. If you have wide ruled paper, you can also use 2 lines, but then we're going to go to 1 space later. Now, the first thing that they're going to tell you is you have to find all of the degrees. And those are not important right now. What is important right now is getting a little bit of motion going. So we're just going to start off by doing basically some scribbles. We go up and down, and then up and down, and then up and down, and 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 up. You can do that all the way across the page. Now this might seem very familiar. Okay, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do the left overturn. So we're going to go like this, and then we're going to do a right turn, overturn, underturn, left, right, 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 left, right. Might seem very difficult to do, but once you get these things in order, you'll figure it out really quick. Go right and then down, right, 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 down. Seems pretty simple, right? Now we're going to do some overturns. Overturn, 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 all the way across. Now, the more symmetrical that you can make them, the better. So, if you have a ruler and you want to make them symmetrical, you can hold your ruler up and you can kind of go, okay, that's half, that's 5, that's 5, that's 5, that's 5. And then you'll find that you'll get into a a habit of making them about 5 millimeters apart. Now, you don't have to make them 5 millimeters apart. You could make them 3 millimeters apart. I wouldn't go any thinner than that, especially if you're using college rolled paper. Okay. The next one that we're going to do is called the L loop. You're going to need 2 spaces for this. I'm going to draw up and down, connect up and down. Nice, smooth loops. Nice, big, tall loops all the way to the second line. Now, this is very important because when we learn the T, we're not going to go all the way to the second line. So always go all the way to that second line as best as you can. All the way up. And you can make these as thin or as thick as you want. That doesn't matter. Okay. Now the next one that we're going to do is the oval. Now, I'm going to go like this. They should kind of look like eyes, like sad puppy dog eyes. Okay. All right. The next one that we're going to do is the compound curve. Compound curve looks like this. Basically just looks like a wiggle. So we're going to wiggle from top to bottom all the way across. These are working on very small muscle control. Now, if your lines or your wiggles are a little shaky, that's okay. You just need to slow down a little bit. Slow down, take a deep breath. Take a couple deep breaths. Take a drink of water. Okay. So, now that you have some of these basics done, we're going to do the we're going to do the descending loop. Now this one starts off like this. Make sure that you go all the way to the bottom of the line before starting to turn and then coming all the way back up. All the way down, turn all the way back up. All the way down, turn all the way back up. And give yourself plenty of space, no need to crowd. And you'll find that after you do a couple of these, that you will be automatically getting into a rhythm which is exactly what you want. Okay. Hi, Jolyn. How are ya? Oh, crap. You're right. I'm so sorry. Thank you. I knew I forgot to do something. What are we going to call this, Jolyn? November. Cursive. There we go. Okay. Good. Yep, sorry about that. I spaced out and forgot. If you refresh the page, you should be able to see it better now. Okay, now we're going to look at the A stroke. We're going to look at another type of an oval stroke. It goes like this. Up, around, up. You will find that after a little while, you will notice that some of these kind of look like this. We have this overturn, and then we have this oval, and then we have this underturn, and then we go back into this left turn. So left, oval, underturn left, oval, underturn. After you kind of get in the hang of it a little bit, things start to fall together. This is an A, obviously. So when you would write an A in a space from about here to here on a college ruled paper, you'd only want to go about halfway up to write a small case A. Okay, for a B, remember these spaces are basically the same. So for a B, we're going to make an uppercase loop. and then we're gonna make a P loop, which is right here. A P or a B loop. And then we're gonna make this here. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're making the B, and we're using it on this line, and look like this. Now you can make a B like this. However, if you make a B and an I, that looks just like LR. So that is why we make the B actually look like a B. So come down and then back up. And you can do a little swoop-de-boop, or you can do straight in, straight out. Okay, a C is just a half of an oval. So let's start from the baseline. We go up, number 1, and then we make a half of a number 6. Half, maybe a number 5. To kind of make like an underturn and out. And that would look like this. This would be a little bit smaller if we're making it on the same line. Okay. D is interstroke, an oval into a loop, and then out. So interstroke, loop, out. Now an E is kind of complicated because it's just a little tiny loop. Instead of a big loop, it's just a tiny loop. Oh, I didn't even include the loop up here. 10. So now an F is an F is a reverse descending loop. We'll make an ascending loop to a reverse descending loop and then out. So it would look like, you only want to go about halfway down into the space underneath, just in case you have to run into more letters. Now the G is kind of like the D, but instead of an ascending loop, we're going to do a descending loop. So it'll go up, around, and then down and out. Now H, we use a compound curve compound. And overturn. Down. Okay, so in an H, we go in a loop, and then we do a compound curve. So an H would look like this: up, down, compound curve. Now, once we get through this, I'm going to show you how this all fits together. Because sometimes it's a little confusing about how you make each of these letters fit into each other. But if you've been writing for quite some time, then you know how these letters fit together. But if you slow down and really take in the little minuscule bits of these things and kind of incorporate them into your everyday, it makes this a whole lot easier and faster and more efficient. The I is just an entrance stroke and an exit stroke. The J is an entrance stroke, an descending stem loop, and an exit stroke. The K is a loop, and then the K loop, which sometimes looks like that. But if you really just take that half of a second of time to make the little K loop, your readability will go sky high. H, I, J, K. Now the L is just a loop and an exit stroke. Loop and exit stroke. The M looks like this one up here, which is an overturn. Only you're going to do 3 overturns in a row. 1E overturning, 2E overturning, and a compound curve. Okay? M, compound curve. An N is a single overturn and a compound curve. And a compound curve. Now the O's are just like an A, but instead of coming out, we go all the way around, and then we made it back up with the top of the line. Now, you'll see lots of different variations of this. You can go like this, or like this, or like this. Okay? we'll go over that in a little bit. The P is just like this one right here. This is an entrance stroke and a hard downstroke into a descending stem loop. Okay? So it's an entrance. Oh. Come on. It's an entrance stroke into a hard down descending stem loop. Okay? And then a P and an exit stroke. Now you can do an entrance to a descending stem loop and make a little loop here if that helps. But this is how it should look. Okay. Up, down, up, P, out. Okay. Now, this stuff wasn't meant for slow people. Okay. We'll get into how fast you should go when writing, or how fast you can go when you're writing. Q is just like an O, and then down in a reverse descending loop and an exit stroke. Okay. R is an up, over, and down. Now, if you want to take the extra half a second to make that little tick mark, it will make your readability so much better. You just up, or at least make it slanted enough so that you can tell that it's an R. R, W to R is a very difficult one. We'll tackle that in a later episode. S is an entrance stroke, an S stroke, and an exit stroke. T is an entrance stroke, and don't go all the way to the top, just barely under the top, an understroke. And then you cross somewhere between the middle of the line and the top of the line. So these should look like this. O, P, Q, R, S, T. U kind of looks like a bunch of underturns, a bunch of these underturns all together. So we're going to go entrance stroke, underturn, underturn. Entrance stroke, underturn, underturn. I always make the exit stroke just a little bit shy of the middle of the line, because if you have to go into an oval, then you can connect the oval by going into one of those numbers. Okay, you can kind of adjust which way that you want to go. W, Q, R, S, T, V is a compound curve and a comma dot. Compound curve, comma dot. Oh, almost sneezed. Almost sneezed. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Just looking up my tablet really quick. Okay. W is just like a U, but twice. Now you can make a W like that. Or the way that I make a W, so that it identifies from other characters. You make one tall one, one medium, a quarter, and then another tall one, and then an exit stroke. Now, an X is a compound curve with a slash through it. Compound curve, slash through it. A Y is a compound curve with a descending stem loop. Okay. And a Z is an overturn and a descent right into a descending loop to an exit stroke. Okay, come on, be cooperative. Y, Z. Questions, comments, concerns? Okay. Now we're going to see how this is all put together. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Charge it. Let's find a clean piece of paper. Okay. Now, connecting these is pretty self-sufficient. After learning all of the strokes, there is the entrance stroke, the hard downstroke, the overturn, the underturn, the compound curve, the ascending stem loop, the descending stem loop, the exit stroke. So, when you are doing an entrance stroke that looks like this, it's considered a right curve because it's towards the right. But when you do a curve that is over, it's considered a left curve because it's on the left of a straight line. So, just depending on where you're at will depend on what we're doing. So, okay, the S, the R, the P, the reverse descending, the lengthy oval. So, left oval, underturn, ascending stem loop, reverse oval, left curve, underturn, left curve, oval into an ascending stem loop, into a small ascending stem loop, into ascending stem loop, to a reverse descending stem loop, to a left curve, to an oval, to a left descending stem loop, to a loop, to a compound curve, to underturn, to a descending stem loop, to a ascending stem loop, to a K loop, to an ascending stem loop, to an overturn, overturn, compound curve, overturn, compound curve, oval, descending stem loop, entrance stroke, descending stem loop, P curve, P to left curve, oval, reverse descending stem loop, entrance stroke, R crossing, underturn, S stroke, to it, underturn, cross the T, underturn, underturn into a compound curve, exit stroke into an underturn, underturn, exit stroke into a compound curve, into a compound curve, descending stem loop, overturn, descending stem loop, exit stroke, cross the X. And we've just done the cursive alphabet. Can you even? Oh my god. This thing makes me so mad. I want to punch it in the head. So, I'm writing these really fast. You go. It should be very smooth, flowing movement. It's not super. Hi Trisha, how are you? Are you having a nice day? It's a beautiful Sunday out there. It's very warm. Now this might not seem like a very good example, but when you slow down just a little bit, so well, we've got 3 more minutes. Has anybody got any questions about any questions about cursive so far? Now, I want to show you all of the different variations for the entrances and exits of a letter. So, A, B, A, C, A, D, A, E, A, F, A, G, A, H, A, I, A, J, A, K, A, L, A, M, A, N, A, O, A, P, A, Q, A, R, A, S, A, T, A, U, A, V, A, W, A, X, A, Y, A, Z. Cool? Questions, comments, concerns? Am I going too fast? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will try and slow down. Now, once you get to a certain letter, you will have some difficulties. A lot of people have these difficulties. It is 100% normal. So, we're going to look at W. For example, W has this little lippy thing on it, and it's somewhat difficult to connect with other letters. So, W, A, W, B goes right into an overturn. W, C, W, D, W, E, W, F, W, G, W-H, W-I, W-J, W-K, W-L, W-M, W-N, W-O, W-P, W-Q. Now here's the one that everybody has a problem with, is W-R. So, W. Now you're going to want to dip down way low, hit that bottom line. And make an R. So, you can make an R, a W to R like that too. SW to S. Looks kind of weird. So, you do the same thing. You W, and you dip down way down before you do the S. WT, W, T, WU, W, V, W. When you do a V and a U, make sure that you make it look like an R between the W and the U. And make sure that you come right up to that line so that nobody thinks it's an R. Because an R should come down like this a little bit in between. So you go up, down, and then around. So, and then when you make a W to a V, you gotta make the loop and then go right into the underturn. V, T, U, V, W, 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 W. Now you see the difference between the WW and the WU? You want to make sure that you bring the U, the other U bit, all the way up to the middle of the line, especially if it's in the middle, so that way nobody thinks that you're making a WW. I don't know which case you would have to use WW. Maybe WWF, but that's the only one that I can think of at the moment. WX. Go right into a compound curve into an exit stroke. WY. W into a compound curve, descending stem loop, exit stroke. And a WZ, right into an overturn, into an underturn, or into a descending loop, into an exit stroke. So those are pretty much the complicated letters that I could think of. And And a sentence like, I ate a tenderloin with my fork, would look like this. I ate a tenderloin with my fork. And you can try writing different sayings. For instance, my word that looks gorgeous would look like this. Oh, you see what I did there? I made a mistake. I went the wrong way on the cue. It happens. Now, you're going to notice some things as we're going through the class, and this is not calligraphy. Did you notice what I did there? After every stroke, I lifted my pen. And when you're doing cursive, you do not lift your pen in between letters. You do one giant thing until you hit the end of the word. So, oh my goodness, I'm retarded, don't notice. U-R-S-I-V-E. Now you're gonna find that if you have a problem like I do with a thing called planting your wrist, you're gonna have to stop in the middle of a letter to move your wrist over. Take a look at what's going on here. So, see how I moved my wrist? Because I'm getting too cramped, you gotta move your wrist. Find a point in the letter and stop. Keep your pen down and lift your wrist and move it over ever so slightly so that you can continue going on. You don't want to stop. You don't want to stop right here and then continue, because you'll notice that there's like a little smudge. There's a smudge there. Oh, that's okay. I'm still here, whether people like it or not. So, when you're doing calligraphy, you pick up your pen, where you make a very conscious effort to stop in between each of the strokes, and in cursive you do not. So, I hope that helps. And that if you have learned something from this course and you think maybe one of your friends could possibly learn from this little tiny bit, tell them about the course. Share this with your friends. Follow me on social media. And that is all for today. Tomorrow we will be tackling a couple of other letters. And we're going to be getting some other movements going, and we might even learn the capital letters tomorrow. So, that is all for today. Let's take a look and see. So, got your pencil, got your composition book, or a crayon. Tomorrow we're not going to be working with pencil. Well, I'm not going to be working with a pencil. I will be working with a crayon. Well, maybe not a crayon, but this here fancy marker, this here fancy magic pencil. So, and then the next day we'll do another different type of a tool, and then a different type of a tool in case you don't have the tools to do the thing with. So, tomorrow look forward to the rainbow pencil. Cool? So if you have a live stream and you want me to come watch you do a live stream, please leave that in the comment section below. And I will try and come and watch you during one of your live streams. I can't come to all of them because I work. And my lunch break is from 2 to 4. So that's what's going on. We done all of the things. Wednesday, the 4th is the last day that you can pick up your pen. Trisha, did you win? Trisha, you won. You won a fountain pen. If you send me your address, I will send you one of these free fountain pens and your choice of ink. So far, Kathy has already gotten the red one, and Jolyn got the gray one, and PJ got the pink one. So all there's left is the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the purple, the black, and the black. So if you want a fountain pen, message me with your address, and then tell me if you want one of these colors for an ink sample. And let's see, let's turn up the light here. We got J.R. Bank, Hanai du Nepal, Diamond Pumpkin. You can look these up online. Deep Magenta, Noodler's Navajo Turquoise, Waterman Intense Black, Hipponoto X Kiwi Inks version 1, Monteverde Valentine Red, Parker Quink Black, Monteverde Yosemite Green, Diamond Ochre, and Noodler's Blue Ghost. I also have a couple of pink. I also have KWZ Red number 1, Colorverse Gravity Wave, Diamond Amazing Amethyst, and a Lamy Vibrant Pink. So if you want any of those, I can send those out too. And if you don't know what those look like, you can go on the Google and find them. Because it is super easy these days to find the Google. Trying to fit these all in here is like not working. Not working out very well at all. No cooperation at all. Okay, well, that is all for me. So, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed that one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like this video. Subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, hopefully YouTube is notifying you. And we will see you tomorrow for another episode of November Cursive Writing Month. We will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, love you, bye.